A long time ago, in a small English village nestled between rolling hills, there stood a grand apple tree. Its branches stretched wide like welcoming arms. Its leaves shimmered in the sunlight, and its apples were the juiciest in all the land. A little boy named Oliver loved to come and play around it every day. He would climb to the treetop, where the wind whispered secrets, eat the sweet apples that tasted like sunshine, and take naps under its cool shadow. Oliver loved the tree, and the tree adored playing with him. Time went by. The little boy grew up, and he no longer played around the tree every day. One day, Oliver returned to the tree, but his face was clouded with sadness. "Come and play with me," the tree said gently, hoping to see the spark of joy in his eyes once more. "I'm no longer a child. I don't play around trees anymore," Oliver replied with a sigh. "I want toys. I need money to buy them." The tree paused for a moment, its leaves rustling softly as if deep in thought. "I don't have money, but you can pick all my apples and sell them. Then you'll have money." Oliver's eyes lit up with excitement. He grabbed all the apples from the tree and left happily, whistling a cheerful tune. But after that day, Oliver never came back. The tree waited and waited, its branches swaying in the breeze, hoping for his return. Seasons changed, leaves fell, and the tree stood alone. The tree was sad. One crisp autumn morning, Oliver finally returned. His clothes were worn, and his face showed the weight of the years that had passed. The tree trembled with joy. "Come and play with me," the tree said eagerly, its voice tinged with hope. "I don't have time to play," Oliver replied, his tone heavy with responsibility. "I have a family now, a wife and 2 children, and we need a house for shelter. Can you help me?" The tree thought for a moment, its roots digging deeper into the earth as if bracing itself. "I don't have a house, but you can chop off my branches to build your home." Without hesitation, Oliver took an axe and cut all the branches of the tree. He carried them away, his heart lightened by the promise of a new home. The tree felt a pang of sadness but was glad to see him happy. Winter came, and the tree stood bare, its branches gone, its apples missing. Snow blanketed the ground, and the tree whispered to the wind, "Will he ever return?" Years passed, and the tree stood alone, its once mighty form now reduced to a silent stump. Then, one hot summer afternoon, Oliver returned again. His hair was streaked with gray, and his shoulders sagged under the weight of life's burdens. The tree was overjoyed. "Come and play with me," the tree said hopefully, though its voice was weaker now. Oliver sighed deeply, wiping sweat from his brow. "I'm growing old, and life feels heavy. I want to go sailing to relax. Can you give me a boat?" The tree, though weak, smiled softly. "Use my trunk to build your boat. Sail far away and find peace." With gratitude, Oliver cut the tree's trunk and built a sturdy boat. He sailed away, leaving the tree behind once more. The tree watched him go, its heart aching with love and longing. Decades passed, and the tree became nothing more than a stump with gnarled roots. It sat quietly, its presence forgotten by most, except for the birds that occasionally perched on its remains. Finally, one cold winter evening, an elderly Oliver came back. His hair was completely gray, his steps slow, and his face lined with age. He leaned on a wooden cane, his body frail and weary. The tree, now just a stump with roots, whispered, "I'm sorry, my boy. I don't have anything left for you. No apples, no branches, no trunk." Oliver lowered himself to the ground, his voice soft and trembling. "I don't need much anymore," he said. "My teeth are too weak to bite apples, and I'm too old to climb trees. All I need is a quiet place to rest." The tree smiled through its tears. its roots embracing him like a mother's arms. My roots are still here, strong enough to support you. Come, sit down and rest. Oliver sat beside the tree, leaning against its roots. For the first time in years, he felt at peace. The wind whispered through the empty fields, carrying memories of laughter, love, and sacrifice. The tree, though old and worn, was happy once more. This is a story for everyone. The tree is like our parents. When we were young, we loved to play with Mom and Dad. As we grew older, we left their side chasing dreams and building lives of our own. We only returned when we needed something or faced trouble. No matter what, parents always give everything they can to make us happy. You may think Oliver was cruel to the tree, but isn't this how many of us treat our parents? They give and give, asking for nothing in return until all they have left is their love. Key vocabulary. Shadow, an area of darkness caused by light being blocked by something. Example, he climbed to the treetop, ate the apples, and took a nap under the shadow. Time went by. A phrase used to describe the passage of time. Example, time went by, and the little boy had grown up. Shelter, a building or structure designed to give protection from bad weather, danger, or attack. Example, we need a house for shelter. Delighted, very pleased or happy. Example, one hot summer day, Oliver returned, and the tree was delighted. Sailing, the sport or activity of traveling in a boat with sails. Example, I want to go sailing to relax myself. Cruel, extremely unkind and causing pain to others intentionally. Example, children can be very cruel to each other. Gnarled. Twisted and rough, often used to describe tree roots or branches. Example, the tree's roots were gnarled and ancient, yet strong enough to support him. Frail, weak and delicate, often due to age or illness. Example, Oliver's body was frail, and he leaned heavily on his cane. Trembling, shaking slightly, often due to emotion or weakness. Example, the tree whispered to Oliver, its voice trembling with love.